Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, Saturday morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you are, the market is coming back up. Bitcoin is up. A lot of altcoins are up, especially L1 network protocols, and also a couple others from the metaverse space, NFT space. Today is a good recovery day, but I want to concentrate on a few altcoins that are going up, and I'm going to share some news about these projects. So, thanks for tuning in. As always, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. 2 streams almost every day, 11:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you hit that notification bell and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out all the latest news, article, and guides on the brand new and redesigned CryptosRUs.com. Welcome, guys. I know you guys are feeling better this morning or this Saturday, right? Last night, I don't know. I told you guys, yesterday I streamed and I said, you know what? Bitcoin hasn't been this low since 4 days ago. So there was some fear in the market. There's always going to be people that's spreading FUD, but Bitcoin is doing just fine. So today it's coming back up to around 65,000, right? So it's still, if you look at overall, we're kind of just going sideways here, waiting for the next leg that's going to push Bitcoin to $70,000. And look at the overall market cap, closing in at 3 trillion once again. And you got a lot of green today, a lot of green all over the place, right? Crypto.com is exploding. So I want to look at them as well, even though they're not a layer 1. But yeah, everything is coming back up. So today is a good recovery day, right? It's simple as that. Now, I want to start out with this. Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary. We know Kevin's history, right? Very, very well known these days. Ever since Shark Tank, he has really made himself known, became a social media mogul, kind of. He's like all over the place, doing a million interviews, all over social media everywhere, right? And he's like a big crypto bug now. Although once upon a time, he said he hated Bitcoin. It was a big nothing burger. And now he just revealed the size of his crypto portfolio, which at the beginning of the year, he said he wanted to do 3%. Okay? And then he's like, well, okay, things are getting good. He changed his tune. He got into Ethereum and many others. Then his target was 7%. But now he says it's almost at 10%. Now, one wonders what that really means. Because I've read estimates that his assets total to around $400 million. About $500 million. If 10% of that is in crypto, that's 40 million right there. That's a substantial amount for someone that really didn't understand or didn't believe Bitcoin and crypto to now holding about 10% of his portfolio in crypto. That's a huge 180. But that also shows you what FOMO does and what people once they get educated does. Okay, because I think that's the thing. A lot of people may come in due to the FOMO, but then they stay after researching why crypto and Bitcoin is going higher, right? So just want to share that right off the bat. I thought that was pretty interesting. All right, now let's get to some of the altcoins that are doing very well. For example, today Polkadot is coming back up, right? Polkadot is around 47, a little bit off. They're still a little bit off from their high, but they are slowly creeping up. And that's because I've told you guys parachain auctions have already begun. So you have all these projects. This is the first 10. You have Moonbeam, which is like a DeFi layer. Alkala, which is also DeFi layer. Clover, Astar, Parallel, Lineary, Mantra, Subgame Gamma, and SubDAO. Almost all these are in some way related to DeFi. And they're ongoing already, right? I remember when Kusama started having their parachain auctions. It really made a big impact on KSM's price, right? Right now, we're not seeing it as much, but I do anticipate as this continues on and on and on and on, it is definitely going to have effect because people will have to basically stake in their DOT to be able to vote for these projects, right? So it is ongoing, and it is slowly pushing Polkadot higher. And you know what? After this is the first 10, there's supposed to be 100. After 100 is done, then Polkadot will be completely done, and we'll see what the ecosystem can really do then. So that's starting. So that's starting with Polkadot. Now Avalanche, I told you guys, Avalanche not to ignore. I mean, they have been just forming a new high, seemingly like every single week or month now. So they're almost up to $100. So they have, I mean, they just been killing it, honestly. So they just launched a brand new NFT Marketplace, and we know NFT Marketplaces are very hot. NFTs are very hot these days. But besides that, look at this. Their total value locked in is now 18 billion. That is a lot. I think that even surpasses the likes of Solana. So they are getting a ton of money into the ecosystem, right? And of course, active daily addresses, active wallets, everything is going up, and they're even counting their Twitter followers. Not that that's a big accomplishment, but every single metric for Avalanche is going up, which shows that people are coming on board and utilizing them, right? So Avalanche is also doing very, very good these days, which is why they keep kind of creeping. Pretty soon, Avalanche and Terra will be in the top 10, probably right below Polkadot, pushing Doge, USDC, and SHIB out. I think that's a certainty at this point. I know that's a certainty at this point. Just a matter of time. Now, speaking of Terra, which is another project I really like, just looking through some of the things on their Twitter, didn't really see anything big, but I did see that one of the big Harmony NFT projects or play to earn game DeFi kingdoms is now partnered up with Terra. So we're now, so according to this, we're thrilled to have Luna incentivized pools live in DeFi gardens. Interesting. I mean, Terra is really, they're just going all over. They have a million partnerships. But this is pretty good for DeFi kingdoms, and it's pretty good because I think they're one of the reasons why Harmony has been doing so well. But this also seems like it may have pushed Terra a little bit higher. But also, they do have a brand new website, which I think it's a lot better. I mean, before it wasn't bad, but now it's better. And I like how they call their community lunatic. That just makes a whole lot of sense. But Terra is also one that's really killing it, and they're just bringing on board. I don't know what their recent TVL is, but it was above 10 billion already. So they're also killing it, bringing a lot of new money and people into their ecosystem. Harmony also. Harmony is not as big as these big boys, but that's good because that means they're still cheap, relatively speaking. But their TVL has reached about 210 million. So they're going up. Their DeFi gaming basic ecosystem is climbing higher. And one of the big games I just mentioned, DeFi Kingdoms, also, it started on Harmony. It's still on Harmony, but it seems like it's definitely growing. So Harmony is also doing pretty darn good these days. Where are they? They're still relatively small, relatively speaking, compared to their peers. Where are they? Okay, about 3 billion, right? They're a little bit below Kusama, so they definitely have a lot of room to grow. But they're not a small cap either. They're a mid cap, so they are steadily growing and climbing the ranks of the list. So that's also good. All right, now what about Kadena, which seems to have found like a consolidation period right between like 21, 22, 23, right? There's some good news about them too. They have just launched their new launchpad. Okay, so this, of course, you guys know what launchpads are. Launchpads will basically launch new projects that is on top of Kadena, so that is pretty positive. And also, they do need to have a full-fledged DEX. They have a beta one, but there is KDEX, and they want to become the very first DEX that is going to be gas-free on Kadena, so that is also coming up. So right now, Kadena is a very early project. In terms of their ecosystem, nowhere as robust or complete as some of the other L1s, but they do have the technology, they do have the personnel, and it is starting. So very, very interesting. All right, now a couple other things. One I mentioned about, here we go. I mentioned about Metaverse plays going up today. you could see that Gemini added a whole bunch of tokens today, including Audius, which is a decentralized streaming platform. And then you have Quant, which many people love, which is also a promising L1. And then you have all these numerate, Fetch AI, Super Rare, Burn, Radical, Wrap Centrifuge, Mass Network. I don't know what a lot of those are. But for Sheep fans, they added Sheep. Unfortunately, it did not do anything to it. I mean, in fact, Sheep is still down. So, you know, what's really going to drive Sheep up at this point is Robinhood. Robinhood needs to list Sheep, and then it's going to start pumping. But right now, Sheep and Doge are just kind of stuck there. And I do think the likes of like Luna and Avalanche and others will just start creeping up and knock them out of the top 10 in the near future. What else is there? Crypto.com. I mentioned about Crypto.com keeps going up. You know, it's simply just marketing at this point. You know, they have this campaign, you know, on their Twitter, like, hey, take a picture where you see Crypto.com billboards, right? Even though billboards is not the most sexy thing, but it shows you that Crypto.com is putting money out there, right? Getting the name out. They're running advertisements. I'm sure they're going to run a Super Bowl ad, and they're going to just market the hell out of the market, especially now. And it's definitely working. I mean, think about it. Anyone that isn't in crypto yet, and they're driving by or they're watching TV, they're like, okay, what is this crypto thing? Or what is this Bitcoin thing, right? Crypto.com is the easiest name you could think of besides Bitcoin.com, right? It's Crypto.com. So marketing is definitely a big thing. That's why they have been going up, but they have many things. Promising exchange, they have their prepaid card, they have their own chain, they have their own NFT marketplace, and they just launched that NFT marketplace too. So they are definitely up and rising right now. All right, last few things. Coinbase is ready to drop. They're ready to drop their NFT marketplace too. So Coinbase is getting into everything, but when they launch their NFT, I think that could be a game changer. There's still so many people in this space that don't know anything about NFTs. Even if they want to buy, they can't. Imagine now all these people, millions and millions and millions on top of Coinbase right now. They go see a new NFT, button on their app, and they click in it, and they can start scrolling and buying. I think this is going to be absolutely huge. So that is also coming up. Probably drive their stock up too, in my opinion. Their stock has actually been doing pretty well recently, so could be. All right, now speaking of NFTs, I do want to remind you guys the next I Am George NFT is out, and this one is dedicated to Ethereum fans. There's about 3 days left in terms of bidding, but if you guys want to check it out, please do so. A lot of benefits, and their previous ones have all done pretty well, so the floor price is definitely being raised with every single one. And lastly, I just want to give you guys a new message about my partner ItrustCapital, because a lot of people have complained that ItrustCapital, the reason why they don't use them for trading is because there's a monthly fee. The monthly fee was actually pretty low, relatively speaking. It was like $30, but they have decided to remove that. So the biggest complaint about ItrustCapital, there is no more monthly fees. So you can actually deposit your IRA, 401k, whatever, and trade without any fees or monthly fees. There's a very, very small transaction fee, but that transaction fee is tiny compared to Coinbase or Gemini or anyone else, right? And you don't have to worry about taxes, which is a big thing because this year is about to end. And then a lot of you guys have made a tremendous amount of money in crypto. So tax is always something to worry about. But that's why so many people flock to ItrustCapital. They no longer have a monthly fee. And if you sign up and deposit using my affiliate link, you get $100 worth of Bitcoin absolutely free. $100 of Bitcoin. So think about that. URL is in the description of this video. All right, guys. That's pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. All right, scrolling up. Marzos, CRO. I just talked about CRO. I mean, honestly, CRO just has so much stuff going on. It's really just a matter of marketing at this point. And they and FTX and Coinbase, they're taking full advantage of their treasury, their war chest. They are just going out and doing what they can. And that's the right way to do it. Of course, why would you not want to do it when the market is hot? That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm growing CryptosRUs as much as I can, and the whole CryptosRUs brand, right? The website, the channel, and everything that is, you gotta push, right? You gotta keep pushing forward. But that's why Crypto.com is also doing very well. Mask him, right? I don't have any thoughts on any coin that ends in Inu. Cosmos is the next Solana. I'm a big fan of Cosmos, but you know what? They just haven't been moving as much. Their TVL in terms of DeFi is still relatively young, right? So that is, I think, what's holding it back right now. And NFT projects. There's not that many NFT, at least big NFT games or marketplace, right? So Cosmos is still a work in progress, but that's a good thing because they do have a lot that is going to come out, and their ecosystem is pretty vast already. And their relationship with Terra is going to be a big thing in the future too. All right. Ryan, can you check out Nickel, backed by Leslie Baker? They have a cool NFT, celeb backed plan they're working on, very new. If it's that new, I'm probably not going to check them out, but it sounds like they're an NFT play. Have you considered talking car stocks in your channel? Lots of growth coming from the EV market. I know that's a big thing, you know. People, of course, are talking about Tesla, but Rivian, which is above $100 billion now without really producing any cars. I have a Rivian on order, a fully loaded one, and I don't know when they're going to deliver, but they're only going to do 1,000 cars this month or this year or this next year. I don't know. I may talk about them because I do love cars, but so many people don't. But it's a interesting change, especially when it comes to stocks. I mean, like a lot of crypto stocks I do follow, right? I talked about like Coinbase stock, Riot, Mara, MicroStrategy. I mean, these are all indirect Bitcoin plays or crypto plays, but they have a lot to do with it, right? And I do even Voyager. Voyager stock has been doing really well recently. Any thoughts on cloud storage with Sidecoin? You know, they're one of a dozen. But Sidecoin is trying to create a new internet too called Skynet, so that they're trying to host DNS addresses on each nodes too, which could or could not work because a lot of people have tried and failed. But in terms of just cloud storage or decentralized cloud storage, I like Arweave the best because they are the storage provider for Solana. Francisco, appreciate it. What blockchain is Coinbase NFT on? That's a good question, right? We don't know if it's going to be like Ethereum or maybe like a Immutable X, like a layer 2, or someone like Polygon. Because a lot of NFT marketplaces are riding on top of Polygon. People just don't know that, right? So it'll be interesting to see what Coinbase, what they do. I'm guessing it's going to be like a layer 2 on Ethereum. That's what I'm guessing because they probably hold a ton of Ethereum. So I don't know. We'll see. In regards to Matic, it feels like they have stalled and taken a step back. Will it recover? What is the top? I can't tell you what is this top. Will it recover? Yes, it will. All right. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. Can you discuss Sentiment? No, that's not a project I wanted to discuss. I was getting confused. I was looking at Saito as the project that's a layer 1 that's not a meme coin. So I think people are getting confused on the two, but I need to do more research on it. There's a lot of promising L1s out there, right? Not all of them are going to be big boys like Solana, but a lot of them do have potential. Do you know that 76ers are partnered with Crypto.com? Yes. I do know that, but I didn't know one sold for 20K. There used to be a guy named Marco Polo who's a big 76ers fan. He used to come in here, but he doesn't anymore because I keep making fun of 76ers. But it's good to know. Ben Simmons needs to get traded ASAP. Or no, they need to just bench him for the whole year. Teach him a lesson. With crazy leverage, what after 70K? Well, it's obvious. 80K, 90K, 100K. I think 100K by the end of the year is definitely a lock. Now, how high after 100K? 150, 200, you know. That's anyone's guess right now. But I'd say 100 is a lock, in my opinion. And keep this in mind. 60% of the time, I'm right every time. DSLA, that sounds very familiar. Oof. That doesn't look very good. That chart looks horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna skip on them. What is a DEX and dApps? dApps is decentralized apps. It's just apps that's right on top of blockchains. The DEXs are decentralized exchanges, like Uniswap, and SushiSwap, and PancakeSwap. Please make a We Are All George token. I already have a George coin, but it's kind of like not doing anything right now because I'm saving it for GeorgeCon. You should take a look at Harmony's big roadmap. Big things are coming. I know there's still bridges that they're working on. That's a big thing. I don't know what else I missed, but I know last time I checked, it was like a whole bunch of bridges that were being worked on. When is the XRP lawsuit going to end? Probably years. I said that. As soon as they were sued, I'm like, it's going to take 2 to 3 years. That's how long it took to settle the other ones. It's just no one paid attention because it was a crypto winter. EOS, Tezos, Kin, they all took like 2 years to settle. So with the Ripple, it's probably going to be even longer. But the good thing is I think we're like 1 year in already. So probably next year, 2022 some point. Exchanges, Crypto.com, Coinbase, do you think they could surpass Binance? Yeah, I don't think they could surpass Binance. Not anytime soon. Coinbase has the ability to, but Binance is just absolutely enormous worldwide. Unless something really happens, but I don't think they're going to surpass Binance. But they can come close. Where can I buy Kadena? KuCoin is probably the best way to get them. Doge Dash will be bigger than Axie. No, they won't, but they're a promising game. I covered them yesterday. They seem to have done really well today. Do you have any invested interest in Voyager stock or VGX? I do hold some VGX. I don't have their stock, but I think they have promise. I definitely have promise. One of the cool financial apps, crypto apps that you can get in the US. Marsoto, thank you. Solar DEX or Sol going to be a big deal, or Solar DEX for Sol going to be a big deal. I mean, they already have big ones out there, right? I don't know the exact details about Solar DEX, but Solana does have a lot of DEXs already. Did you remove your giveaways? No, they're right on my webpage. Right here. Giveaways right here. Go to cryptos.com. Giveaways right here. 600,000 subscriber one and end of the year, which both may come around the same time, which could come at the same time. So the 600,000 subscriber giveaway, I already gave out 2 codes, so I will be giving out another one soon. And then a year-end giveaway, and this one you just have to pay attention and follow social media and stuff, and I have been giving codes for this as well. But both of these may align at the same time. So if you guys are interested, check it out. Do you know anything about DCIP? I saw on Wall Street Reddit. No, I don't. You probably shouldn't look at anything in Wall Street Reddit. I don't know what goes on in there. So, but, you know, if you're starting out, just pay attention to the good ones, okay? Don't always go for any hyped up ones that's being brought up on Reddit or anywhere else. VeChain is finally waking up for hibernation. I'm glad to see that. More consumer stuff that's coming out. That's what's driving it, so that's good. Yeah, I'm going to hide that. All right, guys. Can DOT reach 100 by the end of the year? Yes, I think it can. I think it could go well above 100, probably like 150 or so. I think they'll go much higher. How do you value a company? I never see anyone talk about companies' revenue or profit because there is none. All these companies don't have any revenue or profits. I take that back. DEXs do. Ones that are already collecting fees, they actually do have revenue or profit. But in crypto world, no one cares about that right now. Ripple has a lot of profits by selling XRP. But no one cares about it right now. Right now, it's all about potential, future potential, right? So I try to correlate sometimes with, total value locked with their market cap. Even that is not, it's not accurate. Right now, it's all about momentum, like traction, what good marketing. That really, that really drives things forward. And also, I think the best comparison or best way to determine whether or not something's overpriced or underpriced is valuing that project versus a competitor. I think that's the best way you could do. You can't really base it off of anything else. Futsal, Veed, Vimworld, good or Pumpcoin? It's good. They've been around for a while. They just haven't gotten any traction. But they have been releasing VIMs, and VIMs are doing quite well, selling quite well. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Overall, Bitcoin is coming up. A lot of L1s, metaverses, a lot of things are coming up. It's just a good recovery day. So let's see what happens later today and tomorrow. We got a couple days left for this weekend. Moving to next week, Bitcoin is ready to explode once again. And if it does, the market will too. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.